Byline, World Wire News, Science and Innovation Desk. As Nigeria pushes ambitious green energy goals, millions remain in darkness. This thought leadership piece explores the urgent need for a pragmatic power strategy that bridges idealism with infrastructure. In the rush to join the global green revolution, Nigeria is standing at a critical crossroads. From presidential speeches to policy documents, the nation's ambition to champion renewable energy is loud and clear. Solar panels glimmer atop rooftops, foreign-funded climate programs are on the rise, and net zero has become the new buzzword. But behind this glittering facade lies a sobering reality: millions of Nigerians remain trapped in darkness. The recent editorial, "The Expensive Green Delusion," published by Punch newspapers, serves as a wake-up call. It warns against an overzealous leap into renewable energy without first addressing Nigeria's existing energy crisis. At the heart of the argument is a single, powerful truth: you cannot build a sustainable future on an unstable present. The energy gap we can't ignore. According to former Minister of Power Bath Naji, Nigeria requires approximately 100,000 megawatts (MW) of electricity to meet the needs of its rapidly growing population and industrial ambitions. Currently, the nation struggles to produce even 5,713.60 megawatts consistently. That means over 80% of the population lives with unreliable or non-existent electricity, a staggering contradiction for Africa's largest economy. Children do homework under candlelight. Small businesses run costly diesel generators just to keep the lights on. Hospitals delay surgeries due to power outages. In rural areas, darkness is not a metaphor, it's a daily reality. And yet, while Nigerians cry out for stable power, the government is funneling millions into experimental solar fields and wind farms that barely scratch the surface of this demand. Green energy, a noble goal, poorly timed. There is no doubt that renewable energy is the future. Climate change is a global emergency, and Nigeria is not exempt. The nation is already experiencing rising temperatures, erratic rainfall, and desertification in the north. A long-term commitment to sustainability is not only smart, it's necessary. But the issue is not with green energy itself, it's with prioritization. When a nation's base infrastructure is broken, when power transformers are outdated, grids are decaying, and gas turbines lie idle due to pipeline vandalism, jumping to solar farms becomes less about strategy and more about symbolism. We must ask, is Nigeria pursuing green energy because it makes developmental sense, or because it aligns with donor interests and international image building? The cost of unrealistic ambitions, the economic consequences of misplaced priorities are immense. Nigeria spends billions importing solar panels and components with limited local capacity for maintenance or manufacturing. Meanwhile, legacy gas-powered plants remain underutilized due to poor transmission systems. Worse, this green push has not translated into lower costs for the average Nigerian. Many rural electrification projects are abandoned. Solar mini-grids, though innovative, often fail to deliver beyond a few bulbs and phone charging ports. Meanwhile, urban centers still battle daily blackouts. For a nation already grappling with debt, inflation, and a fragile currency, this is a burden it can scarcely afford. What must be done? A realistic energy roadmap. A sustainable energy strategy for Nigeria must be realistic, inclusive, and rooted in data. Here's what that could look like. Fix the grid first, before adding new capacity, modernize transmission and distribution networks. Power generated is useless if it cannot be delivered. Invest in gas to power as a transitional bridge. Nigeria has one of the largest gas reserves in Africa. Clean-burning natural gas can serve as a lower-emission bridge while building out renewable capacity. Make renewables local and scalable. Focus on decentralized solar systems with community ownership and local training for maintenance, not just donor-funded photo ops. Balance ambition with affordability. Policies must focus on energy equity, ensuring the poorest communities are not left behind in the green rush. Involve the private sector and SMEs. Energy solutions must empower job creation, not just tick climate boxes. Conclusion. Can Nigeria afford to dream in the dark? Nigeria's green ambitions are commendable, even visionary. But vision without realism can become delusion. It is not enough to aspire to global standards if we cannot meet our people's most basic needs. We must move from performative sustainability to practical transformation. The choice is not between green and growth. It is about making both work in harmony, at the right time, and in the right order. So the question remains, can a nation light the path to the future without first illuminating its present? Until we answer this honestly, the dream of sustainable progress will remain just that, a dream.